So I'd like to turn to our 1-minute recap, and this is where each of our panelists has just 1 minute to give us some thoughts that they'd like to leave us with after this discussion. Perhaps we could start with Natalie.
Sure. So I'll focus on leadership. I think it all comes down to leaders identifying more than the status quo, understanding disruption in our world today, planning for it, engaging their staff in it, bringing everyone into this, training people to think about disruption so that disruption doesn't turn into full-blown crisis. To me, that is the difference between a successful and an unsuccessful leader.
Thank you.
I'd like to make 3 basic points. The first is fast, factual, and flexible. You know, Mark Twain said, you're entitled to your own opinion, but you're not entitled to your own facts. So number one, you want to get the facts out as best you can so that you're being proactive. You are getting, to the extent you can, ahead of the power curve. But more importantly, you're shaping your own narrative. Second goes to leadership, but also to the externalities that are going to drive it. You have to be flexible. Whatever plan you have is going to change. It is an iterative process, guaranteed. You have to be flexible enough and nimble enough to adjust to it. And then the third one is, fast, factual, as quickly as you can, because things are moving, supply chains moving. In my business on the private sector, people are monitoring your performance online daily. And there are a number of different third-party reportings, reorg.com or whatever, that are monitoring your covenant performance, so on and so forth. People are making decisions on your business. Some you know of, some you do not. So the quicker you gain control of that continuum, the better off you'll be.
Thank you, Kevin.
Yeah, similar vein, I think, being proactive with developing those contingency plans, which you still need to be nimble, but making sure that you're doing that, and then being proactive about engaging your stakeholders. If you don't engage your stakeholders on a timely business, they're going to find out about it from other means, whether it's social media or through, other blogs, et cetera. So you need to be doing that. You need to be in front of that and trying to be giving them the message rather than them getting it elsewhere. I think if you don't do that, you're going to have frustrated and irritated stakeholders, and that really does not bode well for reaching consensus.
Finally, Gaurav.
I would say for me, the most important point would be to make it personal. That, and when I say make it personal, this is not something that only the C-suite or board members or an external stakeholder has to articulate. In our day-to-day jobs, if we embrace some of what we've been talking about today, and actually take it to heart, I think there's a lot we can all do. So I think it's about making it personal is the most important thing, is to really realize that disruption is here to stay. It's not going to go away. And if we can make it personal, we'll come up with the right answers to address it.
Yeah.